It's time for episode 36. And see, in the last episode, it's been a while. It was February, I think. Um, I was defending the president. Well, a lot has changed. And today, I have to explain why there's a lot of people who are asleep. And I haven't seen anyone with this take that I'm about to present on this. I've seen people say different things about this particular post, and I'm going to give my take on it. First, let's read it from Donald J. Trump. Whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world, 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death, will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. And I've heard people say, this is signaling the end of the deep state cabal. Okay. This wouldn't be the first time people have said that, and people have interluded, and then nothing happens. Nothing might happen. And see, all the doomers, right? Nuclear war. That are saying nuclear war is going to happen. Well, that's what it sounds like when you read it. Oh, but he's doing the 5D chess. You don't get it. Well, I've been observing that for 8 years now. I'm kind of tired of it. What no one is saying when talking about Iran, there's a Christian revival going on. There has been one for a long time, for many years now. And I'm not saying that's interrupted, and nothing can stop what God is doing, ultimately. But the enemy would want to stop. And so this is an angle that people aren't considering. Why did we even get into this mess in Iran? It isn't because it's a mess. Regardless of how anyone spins it, it's a mess. And even if nothing happens tonight, I pray nothing happens tonight. They got some of the people there. They're putting children on bridges and by power plants. That's bad in of itself. But that should awaken some people over there. Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? You would think, right? Well, that's what I'm saying too. There is a Christian revival going on. And so some would say, well, yeah, Trump's doing something that is very smart, because he's highlighting, look at what they're willing to do look at the people, what they're willing to do with what kind of civilization would do that, right? And so but forget about the politics for a second. There's a spiritual revival going on, and there was one. And why did we even get into the mess? That's what I want to focus on. Israel, right? Well, why? Really, Israel? Well, it wasn't just Israel. It was also some of Trump's inner circle. And so all I'm trying to point out here is the enemy would want to put an end to what God is doing in Iran. And he would use exactly some of the players involved when you think about it. The Pete Hegseths, the Paula Whites, some of these people that are professing Christians, and I put that in quotes, they pretty much, I think, egged President Trump into this. Now, some would say, like, Trump's, but he's still playing them like a fiddle. Now, I'll say this, because of what I mentioned. Yeah, the people that are putting women and children on the bridges, who are these people? Trump's not going to bomb these people, are they? He's not going to bomb the bridges now. Would he do that? That's the chess match that's going on, clearly. Did Trump bait him into doing that? Someone will say, that's a brilliant move. Except, what if the orders are put in? Is Trump aware that that's what's going on? Oh, come on, he's got to be aware. How did we get in this war? Remember how we got in this war? Imminent threat. Right? But our intel says no, there was no. So who's Trump listening to? Netanyahu and Paula White? Bongino? Hegseth? Lindsey Graham? Ted Cruz? Is it going to be the end of them? At what cost? Is he going to bomb those bridges with the women and children on there? Is he going to nuke them? I have no idea what's going to happen. But like I said, there was a Christian revival going on. People were talking about Jesus appearing to people in their dreams. Well, if you're the enemy, Lucifer, you'd want to put an end to that, right? Well, there's only one way he can think of putting an end to that. War. And nuclear war absolutely would put an end to that. And so Israel, if anything, this should wake up evangelicals, but they're still asleep. They're still asleep. So you got the magatards. Oh yeah, this means the end of the deep state cabal. How? A lot of damage has already been done. So they're putting the women and children on the bridges. Okay? Oh, that's a brilliant move. What if Israel bombs the bridges? You think they care? What if they bomb the bridges? If Trump doesn't do anything, what if Israel does? You're all falling asleep. You're all asleep. I can't stand it anymore. Oh, it's the end of the deep state. Come on, shut up. You're all a bunch of morons. Women and children are now on the bridges, and but that's a brilliant move. What if Israel bombs the bridges and the plants? They don't care. It may be the end of civilization as we know it. Because imagine those pictures and videos. If Israel bombs those bridges with all those children on there, the world will go on fire. That is all.
Goodbye, Toledo.